be real for a second, and most readers are waiting for something that actually makes sense to move on. Because right now space doesn't need more hype, more than it needs a real product. And that's exactly why I want to talk about Grape. It's not our first time talking about this project, but this is I think the third time. Because it's worth talking about actually a relaunch of an exciting project to rebuild a new direction. Focus heavily on AI native infrastructure. The great news that the product is already live on Mainnet. So in this video we're gonna explore all the features of this project and we're gonna talk or we're gonna cover everything. So before we start, don't forget to subscribe, like, and take your comments below, join crypto sender community, and let's get started. At its core, Grape is layer 1 blockchain designed for real application, not just sending tokens from one wallet to another. The network users or use something called a DAG-based architecture. Without getting too technical, DAG systems scale differently from traditional blockchains. Instead of transactions competing for space in blocks, network process actually in parallel. And one interesting stat the team share is this: every active user node had around 1,000 transactions per second of capability and to network. So instead of slowing down as it grows, network is designed to scale with usage. And this alone make interesting, but we think give more unique is AI integration. AI builder, this is the main features by the way. You can access it from the link in description. Once you log in, you will see the builder interface, which is basically an AI powered system designed to help users generate blockchain projects using prompts. And the idea is simple. Instead of writing smart contracts manually, you describe what you want and the system generates it. Right now, the builder can create token, NFT contracts and collection, eco-style websites, token configuration and supply settings, all through simple prompts. So instead of needing developer or complicated code or high budget, you need only AI builder. You can go from idea deployment directly to the interface. And this is where things get interesting, because recently NFT creation was added as a live feature. That means users can now generate NFT contracts and NFT collection directly through prompts instead of or inside the builder. And according to the roadmap, next phase include Web3 application builder, AI generated the marketplace, financial tools, and game assets. Basically, turning the system into an AI-powered web development platform. It's that ecosystem grow, it's called significantly lower the barrier for building a blockchain. If the ecosystem grows, it's called significantly lower the barrier for building on blockchain. So now let's talk about token creation demo. Let's quickly walk through what the token creation process look like. Inside the builder, the system let you define things like the token name, supply structure, distribution parameter, and contract deployment settings. Once those are configured, the builder generates the token constructs and prepare for deployment. And what's interesting is that the system can also generate an eco-style landing page for the project automatically. So instead of building everything manually, it's bundled and the infrastructure together. And again, the same concept now applies to NFT collection. Users can prompt the builders to generate NFT contracts, structure, collections, and deploy them directly to the platform. So the idea here is making blockchain creation accessible to people who don't have development experience. So now let's talk about token structure. The Grape ecosystem actually runs on two tokens. The first is GRP. This is Grape token. Is the utility token used for things like builder usage and network activity, ecosystem operation. And the one interesting thing about GRP is that the circulating supply is extremely low, around only 2 million coins. The second token is GGT, which acts as governance token. GGT holders vote things like exchange listing, strategy upgrades, ecosystem directions. So if you are one of the holders of GGT, you have the right for voting on exchange listing, strategic upgrade, and ecosystem decisions. So for like you are one of the owners of the token or the projects. So the governance is designed to be controlled by token holders rather than the team. So you have the control over the owners or the team. So upcoming listing will be in March 10. The governance token GGT is scheduled to list on exchange Binance on March 10. The trading pair will be GGT-USDT, and exchange listing will typically important moments for projects because they introduce centralized exchange liquidity and broader access for traders. Historically, on the token of large exchanges, environments price discovery tend to change, so March 10 is basically the date to watch. So why this project is interesting? When I look at this project like this, is usually focused on three things: products, infrastructure, and timing. And in this case, you have a working AI builder remains, NFT creation is now live, governance are already active, staking rolling up or rolling out, and confirm exchange listing. So from here, the product is starting gaining attention. So guys, this was the video today. If you want to try it by yourself, even the AI builder, or you want to join or to buy GGT token, you will find all the links in the description. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. This is not financial advice. Do your own research and only invest what you can afford to lose. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.